Welcome back, guys, to FaZe TV. I'm DDK, joined by Hoss, and we are going to be casting for you OverGaming versus Titan. Titan once again, it's going to be fun.
Yep, Titan, they had a bit of a shaky game before on versus Copenhagen Wolves on Cash. This time around, they are playing OverGaming, the Spanish team on Inferno.
Yeah, actually, as you mentioned that, I saw a tweet just now from Existence where it was like, we can be that wasn't the best match. We can be happy we got a draw. So that kind of says a lot. So I guess they're going to be they're going to be looking to destroy the Spaniards here, OverGaming.
Make them mark in this first game day of SLTV. OverGaming, though, Inferno is one of their better maps, it has to be said. Also previously known as the Giant Killers. When they were known as Wizards, they were taking out teams like Fnatic and other big names, so maybe they can do the same here on Titan, on maybe not Titan's best day.
Well, they do have Musambani, who we like to call the General, because why not? Because his name's awesome, and he sounds like a third world general or dictator or something like that. Anyway, this is a team with a lot of potential, and they've always had, like you mentioned, a lot of potential. And if Titan are a bit off kilter, a little off balance right now, perhaps this could be a good time for them to really step up and really just give them a big push and make them fall down and get a win even on Inferno. But it is Inferno, the most stable of maps for some of the best teams. But we'll have to see how this actually goes.
Yep. This is a really weird knife round, it has to be said. Titan do get it, so they want to switch up. They want to go start on the CT side, which you can't really blame them for. It is, of course, the more favoured side, but I feel like Inferno recently is slowly moving over to a little bit more even, if not a little bit T-sided too.
It can really depend sometimes on the teams. I know MBK made a comment about this. Sometimes it just feels incredibly the other way. But we'll have to see. Right now, we're going to have the pistol round coming into action. In fact, I think Maniac just called not live. So we'll just chill back.
Have to wait for this one to get started.
No, I don't wanna wait.
So
too much waiting.
Got FlipiN playing today for OverGaming, who of course did take a step back for a little bit as their coach and Mixwell came in. I know that towards the end of last season, they did...
Going in the chicken coop. We're doing it. We're going in the chicken coop.
Yeah, towards the end of last season, OverGaming, they did try switching up a fifth. They were looking, they played with Gummy a bit as well, I believe. Just try and get a fifth, whilst FlipiN did take the step back. They do have Mixwell on their roster, but this time they will be playing with FlipiN instead. So we'll see how this one goes for them. Of course, he does have a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge with the team.
Yeah, definitely. I do like, by the way, how they added the chicken coop. There's so many chickens, but where did they go? Maybe the idea was that they would actually stop running around all over the map and just go to the bloody chicken coop and just stay out people's ways. But no, doesn't seem to have much of an effect. But it's just a nice thought.
Means you can have a little bit more fun there with the chicken coop as well.
I think you can. Oh no, you can't crawl in there, can you? I don't think you can.
No. You can use it to boost up onto all around that T-spawn though, which is certainly interesting for multiple man saves. You just try and get hunted down by the CTs, and then they're just like, where the hell did I get shot from? Oh, they boosted onto that little apartment there.
Chicken coop boost, no! Alright, well we are going live finally, so we get the pistol round now between Titan and OverGaming. Let's have a look and see what these teams have in store for us now, as we do get a bit of a pick battle there, long range on mid. This really favours Titan with those USPs. They all have USPs, in fact, actually, in existence, with a couple of flashes and the kit on Maniac. Actually, where is Maniac? Okay, Maniac is towards B. Okay. Looks like OverGaming are just playing very, very coy at the moment, very shy. They try to assess the situation.
And they try and assess it, but Kairi, he doesn't have much assessing left to do, as he does get a headshot by Apex. The USP is so good at those one dinks. You're just able to connect with the head, then you know that the guy you're shooting is probably going to end up on the floor. And Apex again trying to pick up some frags here as the rush is coming in from OverGaming now towards Banana. Apex gets a second and a third. Will he get a fourth there on towards Musambani? No. Yes, he will in fact, but it won't be a headshot as Maniac does get taken down to Apex. He is on for a 5-man on this pistol round. Can he do it? It's just FlipiN left.
But FlipiN has someone else to think about right now. It's Kenny S from the flank. He's going to take this opportunity to charge straight up on mid, off of the back of that kill. Just slow things down, look and see if he can get some info. But he's going to get taken out finally by Existence. And that is a great start for Titan, taking down that pistol round, especially considering how the last map felt shaky to them. So getting in early with a nice little start.
Yeah, but don't forget, on cash, they did win the pistol round on, well, they won the first round as well. And then went on to lose the anti-eco round, sorry. So they need to make sure they can hold this one. And there we go, KQLY gets tagged up straight away, but does tag up Alex. They go down to about the same health there, so it was a good trade. I feel that one mostly favours OverGaming, as pistols do a little bit less.
They're making their way up mid in apartments here and slowly taking some real estate for their own. But you know, Titan, they don't want to go too aggressive here, but Existence, as I say that, will actually make a peek alone up Boiler, and he will be punished hard by the CZ of FlipiN, as that FAMAS will go the way of FlipiN, and now it looks a little bit awkward. Now that KQLY's dead, Existence is dead, that leaves only 3 for Titan now, as OverGaming are able to reel back a little bit, assess the situation, and decide where to converge for an attack. And so far, they still have 3 around the apartments, and the bomb slowly making its way up Banana. So lots of options here available for OverGaming.
We do, however, still have Apex Live, who went absolutely huge in that pistol round, and of course, KQLY, who, well, nothing really needs to be said for KQLY. He's just a monster when it comes to CSGO. In fact, Apex is the one playing in pit. He's on this A site all by himself. Luckily for him, the bomb has gone to this B side, however. So Titan, they've taken the gamble, and it's almost paid off, but KQLY does get dropped. So now it's just Maniac 1 versus 4 on this site. He gets 1, gets 2. He has to switch to his USP to try and get the 3rd. Can't find it. So OverGaming, they did a Copenhagen Wolves and ecoed Titan.
Definitely looking very, very good. Going to be very frustrating for Titan, who felt riddled with these rounds last half, which, last match, which again feels so horrible to play with. And Titan are going to have to try to bring this back. They have a kit on Maniac, also on KQLY, so either site is covered. They got Molotov, they got grenades, they've got, you know, pistols here. It's a big investment into this round for Titan, so they're going to have to make a return, at least. You know, if they don't win the round, they need to take down quite a few players, force some rebuys from OverGaming. But here we go, we see nice little smoke towards, I imagine that should be towards the truck actually, towards quad. Let's quickly check that position. Indeed, it's towards quad to kind of obscure the situation a little bit for Titan.
Yeah, it means that Boiler is also smoked off there, so Titan lose vision of that as well as quad. So the arch push can come through here. Although that smoke is going to fade, so they may have to re-smoke if they want to go to one side here. The nade's coming in towards arch side, however. Now we'll be seeing where OverGaming decide to go. Musambani still holding the angle to see if anyone pushes that nade. It's going to go out, not really going to do much at all. But OverGaming, they're playing this how they need to. They're playing it safe, not going to get caught off guard by these pistols. And now Musambani, he's going to go back towards Banana with this bomb. 30 seconds left now. He needs to get a move on here.
Yeah, definitely keeping Titan just locked in the way of that A bomb site. Force that rotation to be a long time now as they go for the execution towards that B bomb site. loWel's actually going to pick off a rotator there in KQLY, and that's going to cause Titan to keep a couple players at A. One sprinting towards CT arch position over towards long, and that's in fact where the bomb is double back towards, and KQLY going to go down at the hands of Alex as the bomb is planted. We have Maniac on B with Apex, who are just still chilling, just forced to a horrible situation. That was wonderfully executed by OverGaming.
Yeah, it really was. They left it down to the wire as well. The bomb went down with 1 and a bit seconds left of the entire round. So OverGaming able to take control of this 3rd round here. Musambani now going hunting for kills. Will the, I was about to say, will the general succeed, but he will not, as Apex does take him down. So Apex picks up a gun, does some damage economically, as you said. Titan probably should. Now loW doesn't really want to go towards that B site anymore. He knows there's a FAMAS there. Best to stay away, play things safe, get the best possible situation that they can. And now 2-1 to the Spaniards. Titan, they have a FAMAS on their side, but the rest of the team, they're going to have to eco this one. Maniac, however, still has that CZ and the defuse kit left over from the last round.
Yeah, definitely an awkward spot for Titan, as they should certainly go down another round unless they can find something special here. They do have, you know, a few tools to work with, so we'll have to see how that comes into play. But for now, OverGaming, I would expect, you know, another slow, passive style from them where they really play with Titan. Although now it's a little bit different because Titan aren't really with weapons. So let's have a look at the overview. You can see that indeed OverGaming just taking as much control of Banana as they can. FlipiN kind of alone here up second mid, in fact, and they haven't set foot in apartments yet, which Titan, having stacked A, are going to be very aware of.
Yep, the 4-man push towards this B site, if they go through with it, will do huge amounts of work. It's only Maniac there, I believe, with the CZ. So him versus 4, maybe even 5 members if FlipiN does fall back with only 12 bullets. Not going to do a lot. And there we go. FlipiN picks off Apex already. KQLY now going to rotate round to try and pick the Spaniard off, and he does indeed.
Wow.
So great P250 work. He could go and salvage that gun if he wants to take the risk, but I feel OverGaming need to get this push onto Banana and get it happening quick, and it's what they're doing. They smoke off CT. Maniac, though, he is holding the angle with the CZ. He must have spotted them. He gets one onto loWel, then Musambani takes him out, so the bomb should be going down here, but 3 versus 3. 3 versus 2 now. KQLY with an AK and a Molotov. That Molotov's going to do nothing but maybe halt his own approach. He does get the kills with Existence, though, so great play from Titan there. KQLY, the top fragger, linking up with Existence, the in-game leader, to get this second round for them. And on an eco. So yet again, we're seeing a lot of eco rounds being picked up already today.
Really, really wonderfully done there by Titan. Of course, KQLY with some immaculate AK work right at the end there to help Existence. That was wonderful, really. I mean, I kind of expected it. I have to be honest. Like, you kind of expect that. Even with an AK, the guy is a bit of a machine when it comes to the pressure situations there. And Titan, you know, they're going to start repairing their economic situation, which we can see is pretty dire here. Only KQLY and Existence with really any cash, and going to make a quick pre-nade towards the bottom of mid there. They're going to spot pretty much, I think, 4 players there of OverGaming. I think they saw all of them, so they know what's coming now. But of course, OverGaming can double back, and this is something that's that Titan can't know just yet. But they are actually pushing in. They actually pick off KQLY straight away over there to see the arch. This is getting really, really bad now for Titan. They're wrapping around the A bomb site, and KD with a good defense so far, but he is alone. He's got a lot of work to do, and he's not going to get a single thing done now, as we have Maniac and Apex looking at this retake. And again, with their money so stretched at the moment, this is such a heartbreaking round for them.
Yeah, it really is. 4 versus 2. It's just Maniac and Apex left, as you said. They really do need to hold on to these guns, otherwise their economy is going to be ruined yet again here. And they may be able to pick up 1 or 2 frags if OverGaming decide to go hunting, but it'd be wise to see that OverGaming don't. I mean, they know they're up against M4s if they do, so it's all about risk versus reward. And with most of them not on 100% HP, it's going to be wise for them just to play safe. Take what they've got, take the round, take the bomb, and rebuy with all their grenades and armor. And make sure everything is good to go for the next round.
There we go. No, oh, we didn't get to see an explosion.
Aww.
I'm sad about that. But either way, they do manage to save 2 of their rifles. Of course, you know, KQLY and Existence actually had, I believe, quite a bit of money there. So Existence is going to be able to buy. KQLY, they can actually, with their saves, you know, have a fighting chance here in this round. Of course, it's going to be a lot of Molotovs going on to Titan's side. They often are able to use those very effectively, and we're going to see what they have in store here. Looks like a very fast banana pressure here to gain some ground to force OverGaming out of these positions. OverGaming, though, they don't care so much, but KQLY opens it up onto Musambani with a nice shot there with that AWP, and he's got some good backup there as well. So it looks like Titan are in the driving seat so far in this round.
Yep, something I really like when watching KQLY is that he seems just so fluid with the AWP. It almost looks like he's moving around with a scout because it's just the way he plays. But OverGaming, they do even things up here with the frag onto Apex. And now the A push is looking like it's going to come in. The rotation's already come in from Titan, so this could be dangerous if OverGaming take too much time here to get onto the site. And there we go, Maniac. The rotation came in, he picked up the frag of the guy in apartments, and now back to a 3 versus 3. Titan Maniac there will get dropped by loWel. KQLY again with the AWP. He's 1 versus 2, 1 versus 1 now. Gets tagged down to 11 HP. Both players on 11 HP. He needs to get an angle which complements him with his big, I'd usually say green gun, but it's an Asimov, so white and orange gun in his hand. He does get smoked off just a little bit, but he can still get through here. The bomb's been picked up by Alex. It's going to be a flashbang. KNS is temporarily white, but it's enough for Alex to pick up the frag now. So 4-2 in favour of OverGaming. Great play from them, and Titan on yet another Rico.
Yeah, almost there. There's another. That's actually his second 3 kill in that like in that round we just saw. So KNS, doing the KNS, but at the moment it's not really proving to be enough. We're seeing a 4-2 scoreline from OverGaming as they're really building that bank at this point. This should be a relatively clean round for them if they stick together, if they play this well. Titan, they have P250s all around, so you've got to be careful. It's very, very devastating. But we see another A stack from them. So we can see that, these angles here are very, very ready to deal with an A stack, as they are playing so far back here with a slow movement up banana. I mean, you don't have to worry about too many angles when it comes to taking banana. So they do pick up a kill on Maniac there. So generally speaking, this should go okay for OverGaming. But we do have a couple cool players, or rather one player now rotating towards B.
Yep, we had 2 rotating towards B, and now Existence, he was one of them, but he's fallen back alongside his teammate. In fact, he's going all the way through CT towards A, so this bomb site has just completely opened up now for OverGaming. They can get on here really easily, and in fact, I don't know if they know there's no one there. In fact, there we go. They're on the site now. There's no one here. They're going to look angles just to be sure. Bomb's going to go down on Barbecue for FlipiN, and now the defense, it should be relatively easy.
Interesting stuff here. It looks like they went for the gamble on the A site there, and to be all together. And this could actually work out quite well for them if they're able to actually get some exit kills here. This could be quite a nice round for Titan, but it looks like OverGaming going to burst through this little defensive line set up at the bottom banana from Titan. And Titan have only picked up 1 kill in this round, and it's not looking like they're going to get another with Apex just sat at the bottom banana here. And they know that CT spawn is safe, so they're likely going to escape through there. But I like the idea from Titan at least. They went for the gamble so they could all be together, and then they went for the, again, to be together, the exit kills to get some economic damage, maybe pick up a gun. And in fact, Apex will find herself an AK.
Yeah, you see that quite a bit on Inferno. Specifically with Fnatic on the pistol round, they tend to just play 4 on one site, and then they play 4 on one site and then go for the retake, because if they can stick together, then the retake becomes a lot easier. And A and B sides to retake, there are multiple angles to come from, so if you can get those angles, you've got more of a chance.
Look at this, we have a slow take of banana here. They are very, very shy when it comes to taking second mid or apartments. In fact, they have not put a huge focus on that, have OverGaming so far, but what they've been doing has been working. They move together as a unit, and this really does seem to be having a positive impact on their performance in these rounds. And we've got Titan now very defensive all the way back. They cannot go any further back really on the A bomb site, so they are willing to just commit completely on these defenses and not try to get some information and play proactively. We're going to see OverGaming get to execute what they want to execute, and it's going to be about whether Titan have themselves the individual skill and team play to just deal with it.
Yep, OverGaming though, they're going into this A push, most likely a man down. Kairi could be really important here with the AWP if you can get a quick peek. There's going to be no peeks happening because quad side is smoked off, so it's forced round to Arch. Now from here they could commit to the A site, or they could go through CT towards B as 4 and catch off the 2 members of Titan that are on that B site. It looks like they're going for the A push instead.
Slow and considered stuff here from OverGaming, just taking a peek here or there with working that position that they have gained with those smokes. But Titan, they're ready for this. Existence going to open up onto FlipiN, and there is the second as well from the in-game caller. We have another frag, the triple from Existence. He's got more work to do though. Now Musambani is alone. Does deal with Existence, but he's got 2 more players to find, and that's all she wrote for OverGaming. As it was a nice, a nice build-up to that point, but as I said earlier, the execution, the team play from Titan in that round just shined a little bit brighter than OverGaming's. Yeah, but
this could be dangerous now for Titan. If they do lose this round, then their economy is completely ruined. And there we go. No.
Looks like we're losing the Skype is sabotaging us.
There we go. We are back. Alex does pick up the first frag, and I was saying that if OverGaming pick up this round, then Titan, their economy is ruined, because they would have gone so many rounds losing that their money for losing would have built up to around 2.4, 2.9k per round. And now suddenly, if they lose this, it would be reset to 1.4k, and that's exactly what's happening here. loWel with the headshot onto Apex, and now this A site is theirs.
And there you go. It's a very similar play to the last round. A bit quicker, a bit more pace coming from the Spaniards as they make their way around. Existence still just a massive thorn in their side when they take this A bomb site, but they do get it in the end. Now Maniac alone. He does have himself some health to work with, but this is going to be a 1-on-2 for him. Bomb does go down. Does he know where they are? Maniac makes his way through. Smoked off. Trying to make this as difficult as possible as Maniac gets close. And he's going to rattle off some shots. Gets Musambani. Goes for the flick. Misses it. And loWel will secure the round with the last frag, as well as the entry frag as well, over at the player in library, which was also pretty stellar from loWel.
Yep, now Titan, yet another eco here. It seems to be a common occurrence here for the French team. A few P250s picked up there on everyone but Apex. So, OverGaming, this should be a relatively easy round, but I can probably say that they're going to take this one nice and slow. It's how they seem to play Inferno today. They're taking it slow, not taking too many risks, and just wait and see if Titan push out and maybe make a mistake here and there.
The interesting thing as well is that, from what I can see, OverGaming don't tend to really pressure apartments all that much. A lot of teams do have a lot of setups, and there's lots of grenades you can throw from second mid that allow you to, not necessarily completely safely, nothing will ever be 100% safe, but to you know, consistently take the apartments away from the CTs and force them back and keep them guessing. But OverGaming, they don't go for that a lot, and we're seeing now just a slow peek into that B bomb site, and it's like they're going to get deflected there. Some nice USP work, but OverGaming, you know, as you said, slow and steady seems so far to be winning them the race.
Yep, it's Musambani down to 17 HP though, 45 seconds left, just shy of now, of this round. It looks like they're going to go for the banana push, which may catch them out by surprise here, because Titan do have 3 members here, and I think it's the first time Titan have put more men towards this side of the map than A. And the smokes, the flashes, the Molotovs are coming in, trying to force Titan away from this, or at least force them out in the open. And now, no kills just yet. They're going to push into the site. Spots out one. KQLY does get down. He gets one. He gets 2 there. Maniac gets the 3rd with KQLY with the assist. So 2 members are down, and there we go. The 3rd is down with the jumping Glock headshot. And here we go. FlipiN does defend from 1. He's got 1 member left in its existence, and the time ran out there, in fact. So really good job there from Titan winning the eco round. That was a weird round, weird way to end the round.
Nice clutch from FlipiN, but just not enough in the end, in the face of the timer there. And that stack seemed a little bit too effective, and now OverGaming have got to go back to the drawing board when it comes to those anti-eco plays towards B. Rather, you know, now we're looking at a round where Titan have their buy. They've got KQLY, the man with the AWP. We can see he's just peeking mid right now. Aggressive peeks, throws the gun back over to KQLY as they use those timings, play dynamically with their spawns to be as sufficient as possible. All the while we see Musambani trying to get himself on an angle there, but gets just brutally denied by Maniac. So OverGaming searching for an inch, but Titan are not giving it to them.
Yeah, Maniac there getting another kill for his team there. Onto loWel, and loWel's been playing pretty well for OverGaming so far. He's been their entry fragger, so losing him reasonably early on into a round make it a lot harder for the Spaniards to really do anything, as Alex is still toying with the idea of banana, but OverGaming, they're still undecided. They really do like to leave these rounds down to the wire and make the moves right at the last, and it punished them last time, but this time round there's only 2 members left. Alex will pick up 1 kill. So there's some economic damage being done. That's
a gun also for Kairi as they make their way in onto B. And KQLY with the AWP going to be making his way from spawn, just charging in there. Alex just makes his way over from pool, over the grill with the frag onto Maniac. There comes KQLY and goes down as quickly as he came. And now it's Existence and KQLY in a 2-on-2. Sure, Kairi and Alex without armor. They're low health, they're bleeding out right now. But that bomb is down, and they have the heat and potty set up at the back of the bomb site. This is going to be hard, but there goes the peek from Kairi. There goes the return from Alex. And we see a 1-on-1 which KQLY will come out on top with, and that's going to be the defuse as he searches frantically for the AWP. And I think KQLY's very own AWP, and which will be returned, I'm sure. And that's going to be the round there for Titan, as KQLY does get the defuse. But what a round from OverGaming there. Yeah, again, they left it down to the wire, and
Alex there. He was on for a 5k, but just couldn't pull it out. Of course, he didn't have armor, so he was going into that 1v1 with a huge disadvantage. Did well to pick up 4 kills, get the bomb plant as well in a 2 versus 4. But now they can buy again. Full buy coming out from both teams. And OverGaming, they've already got 6 rounds. If they get 7, then that's really good. But right now, they'd be looking to honestly win this half. They're in a position to do it as well.
And Kenny's actually aggressive on banana here. Usually we see him on long side watching mid, but bam! Hits a shot onto Kairi at the bottom of banana. That's another good opening there from Kenny, as he can now smoke that and retreat if he wants to. In fact, he smokes a slope, in fact, and that's going to leave an angle for him to look at. But this is really hard to deal with. We already see how shy OverGaming are when it comes to apartments, and now they're forced. They're forced to work with mid and apartments unless Kenny S decides to give up on this angle, which very well he could do. Musambani's going to walk through the smoke and just, or rather jump up onto the pot there. And he has the bomb as well, so he needs to be careful. OverGaming making their way in onto the A bomb site now, and they do get a kill onto Apex.
Something also to note there, that Kenny S was able to push down banana, and he had banana control by himself, which means that the rest of his team, the 4-man stack, could happen on A and delay OverGaming. This is exactly what's happened here, as it's 3 versus 4 now. 3 versus 3 on this site until Kenny S rotates at least. And Maniac just trying to deter OverGaming away with these flashes, with these smokes. Quad side, it is open. Trying to get the pick into pit. He's just waiting for his teammate to come out of apartments, but that won't happen as FlipiN gets dropped. Musambani dropped now as well. Alex does get a headshot, but that's all he's going to get as Existence finishes off the round, and now we're all tied at 6-6.
Yeah, Existence with actually 12 frags here, making loads of kills whenever they come in and attack the A-bomb site. He's always there at pit, just, you know, racking up more than a couple frags each time. So, you know, consistently doing a very good job over there on that A site. And OverGaming, they made a nice little push towards that area, but they can't quite seem to execute into the site when Titan absolutely know they're coming.
Yep, and now we're seeing fast play here from OverGaming for once, and of course it happens on an eco round because we want to just speed it up. And it will be Alex to get dropped straight away. The bomb might get planted. No, it will not. It does drop out, and now there we go. A quick round and a quick end to it as well. Titan do pick it up. And of course, some teams prefer to take the ecos like their gun rounds, play smart, play methodical, try and actually get picks, get the bomb down, and some just try and rush in and get the bomb down and get the round over as quickly as possible, and that's what OverGaming did there. They weren't able to get the bomb down, however, so they may be limited on their grenade choices here, but they're able to buy these AKs.
And here goes Kenny for a pick on mid, and obviously not going to get challenged just yet. I feel as if, you know, if they are aware that Kenny has an AWP, they shouldn't be toying around with mid, because he's going to want to peek it. So it looks like they are not going to do that. We do have some pressure towards the apartments, but it's mostly just spam. There's no player really positioned to actually move in there just yet. Just trying to go for those wall bangs, trying to make a lot of noise and make it sound as if they're trying to push and put a lot of threat onto that area on the map. And it looks like they are actually slowly moving into that area now. Let's see what they're able to get. And Titan have pulled themselves back a little bit. KD is kind of the most forward man almost here, being able to look into apartments, but he's going to smoke it and fall back. And surely OverGaming are going to be doing an execute here on this A site soon. Again
though, they're leaving it late, and these smokes make it even later. Because they can't push through, it means that they're going to be getting onto this site with around 35, maybe 30 seconds left now. And this Molotov is not going to be thrown as Kenny S does get the pick. So now 3 versus 5. OverGaming, they've got some hard work to do here.
Certainly have, and now they've been stopped. They have to reassess the situation and be like, okay, should we commit to this? How do we save this round? Looks like they might go up towards CT Arch here and see what they can make happen there. Maybe split off into spawn. There's lots of options, but when Kenny S is facing you with the AWP, you don't want to mess with him. They do take him down, but it cost, you know, it's a 1-for-2 trade, and that's not going to work out well, leaving Alex all alone here. Not even able to find the kill onto Apex as he turns the corner from CT Arch. And now Titan really racking up their money, but right now it doesn't really matter about their money. It's the last round of the first half as Titan, who had a bit of a shaky beginnings to this match, are bringing it back. But OverGaming have a more than respectable scoreline already.
Yep, 6 rounds already is really good. If they can get the 7th, then they really go into this second half with contention of winning this game, or maybe even getting a draw, much like Titan did in their first game of today. But Kairi getting dropped down to 65 HP already. That's definitely not ideal for OverGaming. And now they're going to try and split up, see if they can get a pick somewhere, and then see if that site does open up. They're going to Molotov Banana so that the T's, they can't push down, and there we go, Apex does it further down at Car. And looks like OverGaming, they want to go to this B site yet again here, staying clear of apartments in second mid, as you've said multiple times already. And there we go, the Titan player there getting away with his life. Luckily he's hid behind Fountain though. His Maniac picks up one, picks up two, has to switch to his pistol. Isn't able to get the third as Alex and loWel do drop Kenny S and Maniac. So now it's just Existence and KQLY left. One member from OverGaming is going to go back and sit in dark. The other is coming from behind from CT. So he may go towards ruins and catch KQLY and co out. But KQLY's pushing in. So he's going to smoke off. He's going to smoke the bomb. It looks like they might try and go for a ninja defuse here, but KQLY will get dropped. And now Existence 1 versus 3 is on coils. His head was peeking out and was his body. And FlipiN does spot it. So 8-7 is the score at the end of the first half here. Still in favor of Titan though.
Yeah, really good stuff there from OverGaming. Of course, their style, I don't know, maybe Titan are just having a bit of a hard time. They're losing they're having some shaky rounds early on. It was reminiscent of the first match we saw today against Copenhagen Wolves, but you know, they were able to pull things back together. They had some clutches here and there. You know, Kenny S's retake of B was quite a notable one. You know, it was just 2 frags, but it was the 2 frags that allowed Existence to get the last one, and under so much pressure and with that so much or rather the time being so limited, it made it, you know, possible. And now OverGaming, they get to play CT. So now Titan looking for that pistol round victory to really give them a big edge. To lose to OverGaming would be definitely a big deal for them.
Yeah, OverGaming last season, they did finish mid to low table of SLTV and haven't really done much since. They've played in I believe a Hitbox Championship, but again, not really performed well. So to come out here on opening day and pick up the game, or even a draw versus Titan, will be really good for them. And Titan's performance today will be certainly questioned on multiple forums. And now Maniac doing exactly the opposite to OverGaming, getting control of apartments on this T side. But the bomb, it's towards this B site. As we see, the grenade went in, and now OverGaming have forced Titan away as they fall back from Banana, but may decide to come and reface here once this smoke disappears.
They do have 2 smokes as well, so probably for CT and then one on the fountain itself at the plant. And actually, wow, Alex goes aggressive, spots everybody, makes the call and gets 2 kills to boot. And now Titan have to go in, but not under the circumstances that they wanted. And Maniac going to find his flank, but his team, their B attack was crippled. Absolutely crippled by Alex's push, and now it's all on Maniac to make this work. It's a 1-on-3 with the Glock. He's got some armor on him, but here he goes. Gonna try and make this happen. 15 seconds, surely not. Maniac going in onto the site. He's got a player left, right, center, and he's not gonna make it happen. OverGaming will take the pistol round, and I'm sure they are ecstatic.
I feel like Maniac at the end there should have been a little bit more conservative, maybe just saved the armor. I mean, it would have given him something to hold on to and a little bit of an advantage. Saved him 650 this round, which he could be using later on because he has rebought that armor. Existence, Apex, and KQLY all joining him. And KQLY with the good old CZ75 in there as well.
It looks like I guess they're going to have to do full eco next round for the 2 ecos. And now Titan going to play it slow with these pistols. Definitely a lot of power behind the PT50, even though it's been overshadowed by the CZ in recent times. It's now back into the lights. And now Musambani with a good angle there, trying to actually make these kills happen as they make their approach through CT Arch. Looks like loWel's going to take a kill as well. Nice little team play setup. FlipiN just going to find himself a couple kills easy with that FAMAS right there over by Quad. And it looks like this hold is very strong here for OverGaming, as Titan are unable to punch a hole through the defense.
Interestingly enough there, Kenny S started the round off with a deagle in hand and swapped it out for KQLY CZ. Picked up a kill with it and then got killed, so they made OverGaming rebuy 1 here. It looks like that's going to be an M4 instead of a FAMAS, so maybe not really worth the kill. Maybe a little bit of economic damage, but hey-ho, Titan having to full eco this one, except for Maniac, who does have a P250 in his hands and existence with the flashbang. So they may be trying a little rush here with one flash to get onto the site and then see how things go. And it looks like they're going up second mid towards apartments, which, as I said before, is the complete opposite to OverGaming's tactic on T side.
Alright, so we do have a tentative round here from Titan again, as they are this time on basically full eco. We see one flash from Existence and a P250 on Maniac just to even up the money, but this is by and large a full eco, so they're looking at a bit of a storm for apartments here. FlipiN's on a great angle with that FAMAS to work it, and he's going to spot a lot of players, a lot of information to his team to rotate and get in better positions to deal with this pressure on apartments. But looks like Titan are actually pulling back a little bit and taking it very slowly. Working mid still, loWel in a great position, going to pick off Apex with the bomb, frontman with the bomb, and that's going to tell them everything they need to know, as the last few players will be going down here to the wonderful FAMAS work from the Spaniards of OverGaming, as they go 10-8, and now Titan are able to buy. Now this is where things get interesting.
Yeah, it really will start to get interesting here. No AWP just yet though, because Titan did have a semi-almost buy round in there with the armor, with the pistols. If one of them saved in that round as well, then we might have seen a Kenny S AWP come out here, or even a KQLY AWP. But still though, OverGaming have 3 FAMASes, so against those AKs, that could be detrimental to them winning this round. Existence with the Galil in hand kind of evens things out a little bit, but doesn't really throw it back in OverGaming's favor.
So again, we see posturing here from Titan. However, they have not opted to actually pressure Banana very much, which is interesting, as OverGaming are playing a very, very passive style on Banana. It's a bit of a free take, and they are sending one player up there slowly to try to see if he can secure it and work some ground and real estate over there. So now Titan have pretty much every location on the map that there's going to be pushing into mid, and they get the decision, do they go for it or do they hold? Looks like they have no choice. OverGaming going to pick up 2 frags, Kenny S and Apex falling, and that's a 3-on-5 situation now as OverGaming deflect this aggression, and Titan stubbornly make their way forwards with Maniac picking off Musambani, opening up a hole there over CT Arch.
Lau, he can sniff something around, goes up into that little spot there. It's pretty cheeky, it has to be said. Smoke comes in, he knows that there's someone coming from quad side, and we also know that Maniac is coming, wrapping around from Arch after picking up Musambani earlier. So we'll see how this one goes. There we go, Lau gets up, gets the frag, then drops back down. Maniac now trying to pick him out, he does indeed, but gets dropped by FlipiN. So now it's all down to the leader Existence, but he will get dropped. 11-8 now in favor of OverGaming, and Titan on yet another eco round here. OverGaming could start to snowball out of control here.
It's definitely not looking super great now for Titan, as we do go into the 20th round. There's only 10 more left potentially here, so let's see what Titan are going to be able to accomplish after, of course, this eco here, where they've invested in some pistols. You can see their money is going to still allow them to do a proper buy in the next round. And OverGaming, you know, they're going to be probably just running the same setups. They're playing just relatively default. They're not taking risks at all. They're just playing incredibly safe and standard at the moment, and it just is working against Titan. It's not special, it's not flashy, there's nothing, you know, really notable about it, but it is working. And we see OverGaming with a deep smoke on Banana, finally, you know, actually deciding to get a little bit aggressive on Banana. Usually they're very passive there, and that's going to tell them a lot about what's going on right now, as we do see 4 players on A now from them.
And Alex here, he does like the odd aggressive peek on Banana. Not as aggressive as he has been before there, but he does spot a few members out, so we may see the rotation come in, but Maniac picking up Kairi there, going through CT spawn. And the bomb is going to join him towards this B side, as Musambani does pick up Maniac. Musambani was hiding in the shadows there, and now the B push is starting to come in for Titan. They get onto this site, a few nades doing damage though. Alex and Musambani picking up 2 more frags there. Existence and KQLY also getting 2. And now 2 versus 2. Guns versus a pistol and an M4 with no armor on Titans. This is certainly a doable retake for OverGaming. Titan need to play this one well if they want to get this round on the board.
Okay, the bank box. So let's see what he's able to provide. It's a really nice position. As OverGaming make their way in, loWel's able to pick up the first kill on KQLY. The smoke's down, covering the diffuser right now, and the cores as well. This is going to be very, very hard for Existence. He's looking for the angle, just not going to find it, and that's going to be curtains there for Existence and Titan in that round. And we're going to see their buy coming in now as OverGaming go 12-8 on the scoreboard. And what an upset this would be if OverGaming were to defeat Titan on Inferno.
Yeah, it really would be. And now we're seeing the AWP come out from both KQLY and Kairi. Also something to note is FlipiN is still on the FAMAS that he had in the first buy round that came out for the Spaniard. And now the Molotov down Banana is going to stop KQLY advancing to, not KQLY, sorry, as he's gone up Banana. Kaylee does get dropped. And KQLY dropped to 11 HP. That's going to be crucial. There we go. That was big play there from OverGaming, picking up three frags there. Now it's just left to Existence and Apex trying to do some work.
Existence with an AWP, you don't see it every day, but he's going to pick up 1 kill onto FlipiN with it as they try to just scramble to salvage something out of this round. Kind of was just a massive disaster over on mid, but it is a 2-on-4 right now, and this is easy for OverGaming to set up for this positionally. They have 2 men kind of towards B, but defensive on A, and they got 2 guys on B, one of which is on CT spawn, able to quickly react to a B push. So very good positioning here from OverGaming. Just have to lie in wait right now and see what Titan are going to try and execute.
Apex going to smoke off CT, which means he can get into this site now. There is one member there. He does pick off Alex, so this site is his for the taking. The bomb will follow him on the back of Existence. Now the rotation has come in. All 3 members from CT. And Kairi, he does have the scoped AWP, so he has an advantage looking onto this site. Apex making it 2 versus 2 now. The bomb has only just gone down. So there's a little bit more time that OverGaming have to play with here for the retake. Kairi still keeping his distance. loWel jumping around towards Ruins. Going to get most likely picked off by Apex. There we go. And now Kairi may get 1 or 2 frag. Well, may pick up a frag here, but probably should end up saving this AWP, which is exactly what he's going to be doing.
And there you go. Titan pick up around. What a wonderful save there from Titan. 2-on-4 situation. Apex going huge with a few frags as Existence is able to get that bomb down and just wonderfully handled. And this is how it is when you're, I mean, this is why it's very difficult sometimes to count out a team, even if it's 2 versus 4. For the T's, you know, they just have to hit the right spot at with the right timing and be efficient about it, and you can sometimes still outnumber. I mean, they cut off the play was in CT spawn with the smoke. They got the 2-on-1 situation, get the bomb down, and it's just all about that post-plant setup, which Titan handled wonderfully. So now OverGaming, you know, they have a great situation, I think, on the money, if we check that. In fact, no, they don't. Actually, they can be forced to an eco if they lose this.
Yep, they can be, and we're going to see if KQLY can do anything with his AWP this time. Last time round, he got taken down straight away by the aggressiveness in mid by OverGaming, but this time they're going to smoke that off and run away from mid, just try and hold angles on the sites themselves, it seems. Musambani was on A. Going to go over towards that B side now. Apex still toying with the idea of this B side. He seems to do this quite a bit, just try and gain the attention, make OverGaming use their smokes, use their flashbangs, and of course, use them to waste.
And I think it might actually be Alex peeking in forwards there. Yeah, Alex is close, in a position to peek. We know that he wants to peek this. He's done this more than once to get some information. If he gets a flash there, in fact, he's pop flashing himself, flashing his teammate. He's going to pick up a kill. Great aggressive movement there from Alex. Killing Apex, that's going to tell them for sure that this is an A play here. And then they come FlipiN in the pit right there. Kairi over by library side with that AWP. Titan have a lot to contest with here. They might even be thinking about going back, but they're so far deep. They're so deep in there at this point. It's going to be difficult to actually accomplish that. And Musambani going for the flank here. Maniac opens things up onto Kairi. Got FlipiN, the couple kills from pit. But will that be enough? We have KQLY and Maniac left right now. KQLY going to mow down Musambani, leaving Alex as the sole player left standing here for OverGaming, making his way in. There's the planter dead. And it's just a 1-on-1. He knows where KQLY is. He spotted him. It's all on this 1-on-1 here for Titan to get that eco onto OverGaming. But it's just so difficult, and Titan finally will get it. KQLY making it happen for Titan right at the end there, but almost a wonderful hold from OverGaming.
Yeah, but we're going to see a very rare thing right here, and that's an eco from OverGaming. In fact, Musambani's force-bought the UMP and dropped that over to Kairi, so maybe a little bit of miscommunication there for OverGaming, but they do have at least one primary weapon on their side. And Kairi did buy armor. Nope, it was FlipiN that bought armor there. So he's good old armored deagle.
So we do actually have Kairi moving close here. And is he going to... No, he doesn't actually get any bullets off into KQLY, so that going to waste. And Titan trying to occupy the apartments here. And it's like loWel's going to be able to kill Maniac, which is a pretty big deal. Picks himself up an AK for his trouble. And we go 4 versus 4 in this round. OverGaming, loWel going to pick up another kill with that AK. Onto Kenny S, no less. And now Titan find themselves a man behind. Moving into this B site. The bomb is down towards T slope. So Existence, can he get the pick? He does manage to take down Musambani. Good entry as they make their way into the B bomb site. FlipiN there in the smoke. Oh, Apex going to spot him and take him out though. And it's like lots of kills are rattling in here for Titan as they make it work. It looked very, very bad for them, but they will save it. And OverGaming will lose another round. And Titan climb closer to a tied game situation.
Yeah, and we're just going to a pause here quickly. It was Titan calling the pause. So OverGaming, we did a little bit of economical damage there, but Musambani only on a FAMAS for the next round, so it's not going to be too good for him. They got 2 kills last round, which forced Titan 3 by 2 guns on Kenyas and Maniac, I believe it was. So a little bit of a dent to the economy, but nothing too vital. And yet again, we've got a very close game on our hands again.
And very, very. I mean, look at this. We're not seeing that many nades here. I mean, 2 players with not really many nades at all. That's kind of bad. Musambani and Kairi. I guess they're going towards A, but still, it's never nice on Inferno not to have nades. Nades are an incredibly important defensive utility.
Yeah.
And
yeah, just something to know. It is a quick bug. The Go TV in the latest patch, you can only see the first grenade, or you can see the pistol. So if they don't have any grenades, then it shows the secondary weapon. But otherwise, I think it goes Molotov, smoke, then flashbang. At no point will it show a HE for some reason. It's a weird bug from Valve.
Yeah, after the last update, it's kind of like that's why we have to get these third-person shots. Let's just retreat into the chicken coop again.
Yeah, your favourite place.
My favourite place on Inferno. Because you get the cool music as well, the little acoustic guitar. It brings back the memories of like when playing this map just forever ago.
Yeah, that was pretty recent when they added the chicken coop and a lot more flowers on this map. And I remember there was that one patch where the only change to Inferno was more chickens.
They added a shop here, like a little corner shop as well. It's brilliant. I wonder what they've got in here. Oh, it's pretty empty, more or less. It's like some.
Well, to be fair, there are like angry terrorists and CTs trying to take over your town, so you probably imagine it'd be pretty empty.
Not a wide selection of stuff here, to be honest. Nothing at all.
The things that are said during pause times.
Yep. I don't know. What is this? What is this even? Is this like? I don't know what that was, but I'm quite curious now. Anyway, it's always nice to see what Valve add. They do tend to add some sneaky stuff sometimes to be quite cute. I mean, we saw the on Overpass, obviously the much talked about little spray. It was like a little spray really of Olaf with the wings diffusing through the Molotov, which is a pretty awesome moment captured from ESL 1. So you've got to keep your eye out. I mean, you might find little Easter eggs here and there from Valve.
Yeah, Valve are definitely one of the better companies for pleasing their fans with just minor details that make everyone happy.
Imagine if you could drive the tank, though. That would be sick. That would be pretty sick. Or it's not really a tank, but it's like an APC or something. Either way, OverGaming are definitely positioned very well at this point. I mean, as far as the rounds goes, to bring this back. I mean, it's not been that far-fetched to take a round like this from Titan. If they are scrappy by, don't have the nades that they need. They've done it on less. So I wouldn't be too surprised if OverGaming were able to create a nice little hold here. I mean, options for Titan, I mean, generally speaking, OverGaming don't tend to really contest Banana that much. Sometimes we see Alex peeking in, but that should be something that Titan should be able to actually exploit more than anything. If they have a couple players on their Banana takes, just even 2, whilst the other 3 are moving towards second mid, that should be something that Titan can gain an edge with. But generally speaking, OverGaming, they've gone fairly unpunished over at B, and it's been working out very well for them.
Yeah, the only real problem that Titan have found over towards that B site is Alex, as you mentioned. If Titan end up getting flashed, they should probably anticipate that Alex is round the corner ready to peek whilst the enemy can't see anything. So this B site certainly worked out better for Titan. Maybe if OverGaming do pick up an AWP soon back again on Kairi, then they could play him from CT, kind of on rotation, looking arch, then towards CT, then towards obviously the B site, and maybe hold it from range and good play for the retake.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things as well is about Banana is, I mean, we see players like Flusher, or rather on teams like Fnatic, they have their players like Flusher and LAP, Freiberg, these players that are very, very confident and good at taking Banana by themselves. And this is like a really big deal because it is a job that one person can do if that person is very skilled and really knows it inside out and obviously has the execution to back it up. And if you can do that with one player, and if you have your Alexes who get pot flashed over and so on and so forth, they can deal with that kind of play and survive and take all this area and force them to use some nades and stuff. That's so valuable because you can have, 4 of your players around apartments and around mid to actually kind of push all the way up this area. You don't have to take it, but this we've seen that this is kind of a bit like the mid on cash, so to say, like whereby you can take it and it forces the CTs to have this like defensive line where they're either in arch or all the way back here, and that's great because then you can just fall back if you want to, but you can also execute. So it's really important that you have a player who's really good at being able to just solo Banana, and that's always interesting to see those dynamics at play in the top level.
So from chickens to fish.
I'm all about the wildlife here in Inferno. They move so this one moves so slow. It's really weird. I think it might be really old or dead. Either way, we'll see if we can get an update for you guys as to what's happening. As it did seem like it was a crash initially. It seems like he's rebooting, as you can see Maniac is saying. But today we haven't had any super long delays due to something like a DDoS, which is I'm just I have my hands together in prayer that doesn't happen later on. Okay, so it was something headset sound related.
Yep.
So.
Yep. We haven't had any long pause delays, but we've certainly had long, close games in this.
We have.
This is the second one.
Unexpectedly too.
Yes. Well, maybe not Titan Wolves.
You know what? OverGaming is going to beat Titan today. Or
no.
Copenhagen Wolves. Oh, they're going to take down Titan on cash. Of course they will. Because Titan just beat LDLC, and LDLC aren't any good on cash. Of course. I don't think anyone really expected that necessarily, but it's great to see that. I mean, because it's not like it's because of gimmicks or something. It's no. These teams are just playing damn well.
Yep, and it's great that SLTV gives not exactly top tier teams, more like second tier teams, the chance to take on teams like Titan and show that they can certainly fight up there against them. OverGaming last season, they were fighting for survival. They were almost relegated back down to Pro Series. Survived, and here they are, 12-11 up against Titan.
Yeah, definitely deserved. I mean, the only thing that you can really say, of course, going from the last match, obviously Existence was not happy with that. I mean, just looking at the Twitter, and I mean, of course they wouldn't be happy with that. That's not because if you're a team of that caliber, you're gonna be saying, okay, we have the ability to be the best. Yeah. Like we put the time and the effort in with professionals, we should be the best. To ever have a result that's shaky like that against a team that you personally, even if they are that good, but you personally don't consider or perceive as a top 3, top 4 team, that's unacceptable. Like, that is unacceptable. And so these are the standards that these top teams hold themselves to, and so definitely they're still finding their feet. It's, as you said, we have the French reshuffle, so it's a lot for them to learn still as a team. And of course, you guys can see there the beautiful, beautiful skins. Oh, the skins!
Everyone loves skins.
I lost all my skins, so I'm off the skins thing now. I may or may not have skins on this game. You may or may not.
I may or may not.
That is bad caster practice right there. Have to throw you out the window. we don't allow that here. But yeah, of course, this was part of the reason why. This was partly supporting the prize pools that we see in the Face-It tournaments, and it's great to see initiatives like this. This is basically because of the viewers as well, like the guys who are watching, who want to use these skins, who think they look cool. You can not only can you get those in a case, but you can get it to fund more awesome Counter-Strike action. So it's always rather worth doing, and looks like more delays is that's how we roll. So Steam issues now is the thing. From sound issues to Steam issues.
Yes.
What's the next step? What are the next issues that we will have?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
There could be one issue, but I don't want to jinx it.
Oh, okay. Well, I know what the step up is.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows. It's
Everyone
like
knows what the step up is.
The elephant